Welcome back to Ox Tools. I'm Tom. So the video tonight's kind of a little bit different. Today I got to do one of the things I really like to do, and that's tour another shop. And the event was brought to my attention by a viewer, actually, that happens to be in Las Vegas. His name is Ted, and he has a company called Detail Paint. Ted sent me a listing for an auction that happened to be nearby, and I made contact with the folks, and I was able to go look at the machine and actually shoot a little bit of video, take some stills, and actually get a tour of the facility, which turned out to be a very interesting facility. We got to look at a 4 million pound press. That's 2,000 tons. Pretty impressive piece of hardware. And then in another building was a hydraulic testing setup that was probably 4 or 5 stories tall, with a hydraulic cylinder probably 14 feet in diameter, 15 feet in diameter, something like that. So I got some still pictures of some of that stuff, and the 4 million pound press, and I got some video of checking out this Axelson Lathe that's up for auction. So let's go look at some cool hardware. Okay, so we got this big 24-inch Axelson heavy-duty lathe that we're checking out here, and it's a big one. For its age, it's in surprisingly good condition here. Got a 24-inch 4-jaw chuck on it, 2-speed tailstock. It's got a taper attachment on the other side. This is a unique angled drive compound here. You don't see too often. Let's back that up. Actually, back that way up. I'm going to cut forward, and I'm going to run the tailstock up. It's kind of an interesting bit too. It's got a ratcheting stop mechanism and a hand crank. You couldn't push this tailstock. So it's got a heel plate that drops in place. You hear it clicking in. That bucks up against that. Then we have a 2-speed. That's showing up there. Got a 2-speed tailstock, a little lever here. We pull out here. Then you got a fine extension there, that's a very nice feature. Tailstock's keyed, and it's got a nice brake here, and two locking levers. All the levers just operate really nicely. Let's pull this up. Get that out of the way. Okay, we'll back the carriage up. So you get a workout running something like this. You got to work for your money. Okay, so what it is, take it out of neutral, and put it here. It's got a 20 horsepower motor on this. Once again, let me look at, make sure you guys can see all this. Yeah, okay, it's looking pretty good. Okay, we're gonna fire it up. Okay, so I think that's this clutch drag there. Got a lever here on the headstock. Engage. Okay, so that's forward, and then put this out of the way. This should be reverse. Rod's turning. Let's try a feed lever here. Yep. And this looks like we can engage both at the same time, which is kind of a nice feature sometimes. Although coordinating them is a little. Okay. And it's got another lever here that's synchronized with that one. Start and stop the spindle. Okay, this looks like half nuts here. We're not going to try this. It's like a D10 cam lock, it looks like. Got neutral. Here's the feeds here. These clips. Let's see what we got there. Alright, I think that's just a feed change lever. Yeah, that's a little faster. Alright. Shoot from a different angle there. Alright. That's a thread lead screw engagement there. Shoot some chip control videos with this one. So let's see what we got here. We got looks like we got feed rates up to 300 thousandths per rev. Is what it looks like to me. That's a pretty big feed rate. Actually, I want to see what that looks like. I want to see what 300 thousandths feed rate looks like. Okay, so we're 1 BF. All the numbers are worn out here. Okay, let's take a look at the feed screw.
And I think this is engagement. It's been a long time since I've done this.
No. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay.
I think
so. BF.
Oh, it's a
B here.
Oh my God. Might want to jog it a little. Come on.
There's
Okay, and this, I think that's your feed engagement. I'm pretty sure. It's been like I said, it's been a while since I've been
no, the feed's engaged. I think this is a feed reverse lever.
Oh yeah, it could be. Yes,
so
yes,
that you
yes.
change direction.
Right.
So I think I got it in a pretty flush speed. Yeah, that's it. Slow the spindle down here. Okay, so let's try 14. Sure I'm following this here. I don't want to make it go too fast. Let's see. It's pretty quick, yeah. So, how do I interpret the spindle speeds here?
Okay, let's have a look and see what we've got. Here's the diagram that shows.
Oh, okay, there we go.
It's kind of old, but
It's a pictorial, right?
It's a pictorial. Here's the positions of the levers.
Got it, okay. So let's try something slow, like 59 RPMs. 59 RPMs, that one that way, that one that way. Okay, so that should be pretty slow.
That's not quite a gear. It's not like it yet.
There it goes. when I'm on there. Love it. Alright, so let's get it out of this hyper feed right here. And there was a high range here. And then low range. Almost like driving a steam engine, I tell you, man. This is a workout. There we go, nice and mellow. Okay. Very good. Very good. Alright, so we'll do a little walk around here. There's that angled compound I was saying. And if you look in there, you can see the ratchet teeth of the for the tailstock that I mentioned. And then there's the heavy-duty tailstock. Looks like about a 6 Morse taper, something like that. The brake. There's the little plunger for the 2-speed tailstock. Clamping mechanism. And then this is the cool little tailstock dropper. And then that notches into those ratchet teeth. Coming around the back, you can see the taper attachment, the little baby taper attachment. It's got a coolant pump that's got about the same horsepower as my lathe, so. Let's see if we can get a shot of that Axelson. Little diagram for the clutch.
Yeah, that's the access plate right here for the clutch.
Oh, to adjust it a little bit, yeah.
And yeah, both clutch and the brake.
Now, the one thing that always blows me away about these big American lathes is the tiny little through hole on the spindle. Right. So this thing is, what do we got there? It's a whole 2.5 inches.
Yeah. Now they did make an oil country, you know.
Oh yeah, that you and me could crawl through that one. So.
Yeah. But this ain't it.
This ain't it. This is the tool room model, right?
Yeah.
All right.